what the COVID pandemic has done has accelerated this hybridization of what you're seeing in the fitness world. And you got those folks like the Pelotons and the Echelons and the NordicTracks of the world who've been out there, and some other apps that have been out there for a while as kind of disruptors. And they're over here and we're over here as operators, right? And they're disrupting and they're doing a great job. And some of those are, some people can't afford that option and some people can. But now I think what you're seeing is that it's going to be completely a hybridization approach. And if you're an operator, and I've been saying this a lot, if you can't come together and have a physical fitness solution that has the same voice and persona and messaging as a digital one that's from your people and that gives your members an option to have a workout or two at home during the week with you and your trainers and your brand and your voice, and then 2 or 3 workouts a week in the gym because it helps their schedule and they kind of got used to it. And they want to spend more time with the family on the weekends and not get up in the morning and sneak out for the gym and hope they can get back in time. I think that is probably the most critical thing I've seen about this as an operator is we've got to look at that. I don't care if you're just one location, a couple, or a couple thousand around the world. Hybridization and the digital and the physical aspect of fitness is here to stay. People will expect it, and I think it will build loyalties and help people achieve their results a lot better as well.
It's interesting you mentioned that. I've had a good look at your AMP app, and it's very impressive. And from what I've read, is you developed that in 2017, so it's been going for some time, way before this happens. What are your thoughts? Because I guess everybody now, if the clubs are closed down, and everybody's reaction is right. We're going to create content, we're going to put it out, and you see everybody now, suppliers and operators that are putting out workouts and. I suppose they think, okay, well, we've got a trainer, they can do workouts, let's do that. But being in that space ourselves, it's a very different business model. Just creating content and editing it and getting the lighting and producing, and then the music thing, which you guys have got a really nice solution in your app. What's your thoughts about companies that are considering doing that, maybe as a reactive move? And what are some of the lessons that you guys have been learning since going back to 2017 about that digital solution to complement the bricks and mortar?
Yeah, I think the learnings we've had is, a couple of things. Number one, I think it's best to have your people in both, right? We've got, as you said, Gold's Amp, and those are, for the most part, trainers. Well, they're all employees of Gold's Gym, for minus a couple of guest people we had come in, but for the most part, you can bump into them in our gyms, whether they're our franchisees' gyms, because we've had guests from franchisees come in, our own gyms that we own. Those are our employees. Those are our team members. You might do a 30-minute workout with Sally on your running at home if she works you through because you got no time on the weekend to come into Gold's, but Gold's Amp has that workout, and you might bump into her training someone in your gym, right? So I think the first thing is certainly make sure that your people are involved. I know there's tons of great third-party content out there. I don't mean to knock it in any way. It's all top quality, excellent content. But as an operator, if you want your brand and you want loyalty to your brand from your members long-term, really need to have content that is A, from your brand, B, from your people, and C, in your voice. Like the same way you talk to them in one of your studio classes or one of your small group training classes in your gym, and the nomenclature and the things that you use should be the same things you do in the digital, right? So they just feel I'm part of XYZ gym or Gold's Gym, and it's exactly what I do in the gym is what I do when I'm not there, and I just do it a little differently, but I feel all the same. And that's been one of the biggest lessons learned that we've had, is how to do that, how to speak to them, how to engage them, and how to make them realize that, yes, the gym is the best place to get a great workout in, the best selection of equipment, the variety, the classes, the community. But if you can't get in 1 or 2 days a week, then you know what? We've got a solution for you that will more than make up for it when you're not there. And so I think that's really important for people. And there's lots of live classes, like you said, people going Instagram Live and Facebook Live, and that's great. But those platforms are these more public-facing platforms that are still not your voice, and they don't demand loyalty and create loyalty to your members as much as your own solutions, your own app, and your own people doing it.
Has it been a bit, or when you started it, I believe, if I'm right, that you were probably the one in your previous role that drove that. Was that correct?
Yes, yeah, in 2017, correct. Yep.
Right. Was it? I suppose, was there a lot of work involved in doing that as a fitness business? My guess is you've got to set up all of that production and you know, I suppose, was there a big investment required, and did it take a long time to really find the groove in terms of where you should be playing in that space? Because there's also a lot of competition in that world as well, I guess.
There is. Yeah, I mean, for us, it was, you know, I think the thought behind it was, like, we understand, and I certainly feel that that we're not going to be not the Netflix to the Blockbuster. Right? I don't think these apps are certainly going to disrupt us in that regards, right? But we felt that we needed to build loyalty and keep loyalty. So having an app as a brick and mortar brand really helped that. But for us, you know, it was about a 9-month endeavor, because we really wanted to make sure that this could be something that we could expand across the country. Our franchisees could see benefit in, that we could have for them as well. And so for us, that's why it took a little bit of time. We licensed the music. We wanted to really make sure we had robust music from today, workouts, all the things that we have in there. So yeah, it was a significant investment, but that doesn't mean that a current operator, 1, 2, 5 locations can't get in there these days. There are third-party companies that can help them with the back end, with the mobile app, and they can use their own facilities and their own gyms and create some really good content and get it up there to help their members.
And do you have, is it like you actually have a division now within your business that manages that? Because like I say, as an outsider, and I recommend anybody checking it out, but you know, particularly how it works with the music, it's pretty impressive, I must say.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We've got a business, you know, for years we've been an operator of clubs, a franchisor, and a licensor, and really our 4th business unit now is digital, right? And we've got some, don't want to give them away, but we've got some really large scale plans, global plans. We just actually launched a new version of AMP last week, so when you probably, if you have it on your phone, you got the upgrade. But we've got some really good things planned with our digital piece, and we really, you know, for us, it's very important to take it globally, and really expand it to be the absolute best, you know, virtual gym membership you can get, with the content, the programming, and the support. But it's not a big team, but we've got a small team of people in our company. It's about 7 or 8 people this is their job every day. They focus on this.
Yeah, it's a focused part of your business. I think that's the key. I think it's not, certainly in my experience, it's not something that you can just do and give it to one of the juniors to to manage.
No, not anymore. It's certainly very important, as this forget the pandemic, just the new norm moving forward is people expect both. They certainly do.